Hey guys, it's your girl Ditaj and I'm back with another video. This week I decided to paint on a pair of sunglasses. The theme that I had in mind was anime, so I picked two characters from a pretty well-known anime and painted them on the lenses. Now if you're a fan of anime like I am, let me know in the comments below who those characters are, as well as let me know who your favorite anime characters are in general. Next week I will be painting another pair of sunglasses with a completely different theme. So I hope you stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the next video. Peace. Let's get right into the video. I have never painted on a glass surface before, let alone sunglasses. I went to the art store and picked up a bottle of Angelus Too Hard. It's basically a medium that allows you to mix it with their acrylic paints to allow the paint to harden on a hard surface. Obviously that's why it's called Too Hard, but basically it allows it to stick onto a non-porous surface. So from there, once I had done that layer, I then painted with just the straight up acrylic paints from Angelus to make that base layer of white, which I'm now sketching on. This layer was very forgiving. If I made any mistakes with the pencil, I was able to easily erase it, but I did sketch out each lens very lightly just in case that wasn't the case. Again, I've not done this before, so I wasn't too sure if I was going to be able to fix any mistakes easily. Some paints are not as opaque, especially beige, and I didn't want to spend hours just trying to cover up a mistake. Once that was done, I then outlined it with a Sharpie just so that I would be able to still see where the artwork was once I started to put those first few layers of paint on. This helps a lot, especially with placement. You don't forget where anything is, especially if you are not very good at drawing from memory. So with that in mind, outlining it in a pen or a Sharpie, something that won't easily wash away once you put the paint on, will really help with your artwork here. And I just, from here I just started basically color blocking where everything was supposed to be. As you can see there, I made a mistake with the eyebrows. I was supposed to just outline it in black. I painted the whole thing black. But basically I just started to block in the colors, and then once that was done, I started to put in the detail, really trying to blend in those different colors for each character to really make the eye stand out, especially since that is all that's on these lenses are their eyes. I really wanted it to be very striking. I'm sure some of you by now know who these characters are. Again, especially if you do like anime, you will definitely know who these characters are. I know it's a little bit cliche to use them, but I did enjoy this anime while I watched it, especially the later seasons. So it was something that I easily could pull out and be like, you know what, this is what I wanted to paint on these sunglasses, especially the comparison of these two characters. And if you don't know by now, you know what, I will save it for the end. If you haven't figured it out, or if someone didn't comment below with their names, I will say their names at the end of this video. And I do apologize, I've got to figure out the lighting with my two lights here. Some of the lighter shading that I did wasn't captured very well. You will be able to see it at the end with the pictures that I took, but in the video you can't really see it too well just because the light is so bright, and some of this that I was painting was at nighttime, so I needed that bright light so that way you could actually see. But it kind of ended up being counterintuitive as far as being able to see the finer detail of blending in the different highlights and shading of that one lens, especially with the colors being so warm, especially them being yellow. You really have to see the pictures to be able to appreciate the different layers that were put into the lens. This side now that I was painting, it felt really difficult, but it was actually the most rewarding. I felt like I learned from the first lens and was able to apply what I learned there into this one, and was able to really blend those colors to make that eye pop, to make it seem very piercing, even though I'm using hues like purple and pink and white and a mixture of those to create the different layering effects of the eye itself. But it was so rewarding once I was able to look at the final product. I almost wish that the other lens was the other eye and it was just this one character on these sunglasses. But I'm still happy with the way it turned out with the opposing characters. I just didn't think that I would like this side as much as I really did. So I'm now starting to put in the final touches, especially with this side. It was kind of weird to paint a pinkish hue for a skin tone, but if you do know who these characters are, when they're in these modes, they have kind of a purplish pinkish hue. The other side has a very orangey yellowish hue around them. So I was trying to really bring that out in the actual lens here as well. Let me know if you think I did a pretty decent job. I think it turned out well. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I've never done this before. I've never painted these characters, but I really like how it turned out here at the end with the two sides. It really does feel like two different people are captured in both lenses. And as we get to the end of the video, these two characters are from Naruto and Sasuke.